I have done so much research and pretty much found the missing little piece that I think is missing. Okay, so this is really exciting news for me because I think I have a breakthrough. I think it's something that's revolutionary. It's pretty simple and straightforward for everybody. It's balanced. It's not finger pointing and blaming anybody. There's no shame. There's no guilt. We just have to figure this out. Okay. So I'm here, number one, and I'm checking some notes, trying to stay on focus here. If you're subscribed, please subscribe. I need this input. I need friends and family to share this. Whichever side you're on, whichever way you voted, you're feeling this upheaval the same way I am, and we have to figure this out. Okay, I finally got somebody saying good morning. Hello, good morning. Beautiful day. So, I am myth busting here to start this out. Number one, by saying we have to talk to each other. We want to talk to each other. So in the finger pointing and in the blame game of saying, and you've probably heard, they don't want to talk to you. And I've seen, frankly, my side making fun of people on your side because of what's happened. And that's not right. That's not right either. So myth busting, number one, I want to talk to everybody. I want to have respect and truth as the foundations. I will have respect and truth as the foundations. So that's something that I held on in my classroom, and I'm really good at handling it in real life because I genuinely want to hear what people think. I'm curious. And as a teacher, curiosity and inquiry is the first step to somebody trying to figure out a problem. Thanks for the stars. I appreciate it. Subscribe, okay? Help me out with this. Share this to your friends because myth busting, number one, we want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. I'm here Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Okay, I know this is Thursday morning at 7 p.m., but I have to explain that. And this is where this is going to get to number two. Okay, I want to talk. Number two, words matter. What we say has meaning. What we say to ourselves is the most important thing. And what we say to other people is basically our reputations, and our whole honor of who we are is based on our words. So the second thing that I really have to get people to realize and think about is that our words matter. And it's something little. For example, the words we say to ourselves, right? I broke my selfie stick yesterday, and what was happening with me here was crazy, and my selfie stick broke. Okay. I could have spent 5 minutes angry at the cheap product that was plastic that I just broke when I needed it at the most important moment. Somebody else saying hi. I was in a mode, I was in a point when I had this situation. I needed to use my selfie stick and it broke. The words we say to ourselves, right? I could have blamed the selfie stick and the China products that are plastic and cheap. The thing was free. It was gross. Okay. On the other hand, I did it. I broke it. I was twisting it and it broke. I have to take responsibility for the fact I broke my selfie stick. I can't blame anybody else. I can't blame the weather. I can't blame the internet was gone, the power was out, and my selfie stick self-exploded. No, that's not what happened. I have to check myself, and I have to say, I made a mistake. I broke my selfie stick, and I have to fix it. That's this piece that I'm at now, where I really have to think. We have to be able to say, I made a mistake. I made some bad decisions, and, I have to learn from them, and I want to move forward. So that's this piece here. Again, I'm back to what am I about and where am I at? I'm here in my beautiful paradise because it helps think in other ways. Step out of the box. Step out of that running grind that you're on. Go outside in the middle of the night, outside of your house, and just sit there and think and listen. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul, your values. Okay? So I'm out. I'm problem solving. I love solving problems. Okay. Come with me inside because now this is when we're going to have to really get real with this. And I need people to trust me. So I'm spending time here setting this foundation for who I am and what kind of conversation I want to have. And then I have to walk through it and do it. Okay. So that's what this is. It's a very weird civics high school class that we all have to have. So again, I'm Kirsten Peck. I am the Betrayed by Trump guide. These are directions to help you find your way. I'm making something I'm calling the MAGA Compass, which is what I want to talk about. Let's go inside, okay? Let's go inside. Here's the real deal. Let's go inside. Let me turn this around. Coming inside now. See if that gets set up. Yes. All right. Hello, everybody, again. Okay. As I said, I broke my selfie stick. And so I have now put my camera, turned it around. And I can't see what you're saying to me, but we're going to keep this part short. Okay. I want you to see me and my background and my story. Okay. Because I have a very unique perspective, research and travel based. I've been teaching and working with people who are struggling and failing. I taught at the jail high school. I specialized in the students who were really struggling. And a lot of the time, it wasn't necessarily academics. It was their social and their home life. And I taught in the urban center of Tampa, deep in the hood. And yeah, gunfire is everywhere. And that is a reality that a lot of times people who don't live there can't understand. And in teaching, they talk about these cultural icebergs where you might see the top of something that stands out in a culture, but how many things run really deep through culture, okay? And so this story is timeless. We've lived through centuries of history. And I'm a bit of a nerd, and I went on a deep, basically, I was on a trip to Oslo and to the Arctic Circle with my daughter over the New Year, new life, let's go to the Arctic Circle. Okay. I happened almost by, I don't know, it was fate. I went into the Nobel Peace Institute Museum and I picked up their guidebook to having conversations that make peace. Okay, this is the book. It's very little. Here's my book that I wrote last year. Okay, so I had taken everything from teaching and research and put it into the civics class, let's call this. Basic introduction to civics, but more importantly, it's that social connection about why the legal system is set up the way it is, how the roots of democracy all come together and work. And it's stuff like the Magna Carta and, yes, our Constitution and our Declaration of Independence, and putting it into action. So here's the instructions, and it freaked me out. Because number one, I mean, it was simple 8 things. Here's the simple 8 things we have to do. And the first one really freaked me out because we have to talk together, everybody. So it's taken me time to figure out how to do this, okay? And I got out my textbooks. I came here to do art and to be creative and to have a fun retirement. And yet I brought my textbooks with me because I am a nerd and I love this kind of stuff. So really deep dive. Here we go now, okay? This is the safe space. Think about it like your favorite high school classroom teacher, maybe a middle school teacher, because these are things that are when we were young and they set our ideas in motion. And we really have to get back to our core fundamentals and our gifts of the different types of intelligences. And I really believe respect and truth have to be the foundations. Okay, so hopefully you're with me so far. And now let's go to the real activity. Okay, here we go. This is my MAGA Compass, and let's kick this off. I gotta do it. I'm scared, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do this. We can do this. I know we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. All right. Game show. Here it is. And let me apologize because I lost power. I lost the internet. I broke my selfie stick and I went old school with the markers, making some flip charts. So this is my MAGA Compass. It is a game show, lighthearted question about your evaluation criteria. Here's the evaluation criteria. Okay. And my questions. Let me set this down so that I'm not bouncing it around. You can follow along with me as I'm going. Yes, you can sort of see it, but let's talk about this. Okay, here we go. 0. How are you feeling about MAGA now? Okay, this is for you to keep score for yourself and decide if this is something you want to talk to me about. Because if you do, I want to go to the next step. And if you don't, that's okay. I'm not upset. Maybe tomorrow you'll think about it and come back. Okay. How great is MAGA treating you now? And this is for the MAGA voters, my MAGA family. And we have to talk about this. Okay. Keeping it lighthearted, game show. Would you rather? This is the would you rather test. The neighborhood. Are your streets safer? Yuck, that's a no. Or yes, lock them up, ship them out, good to go. 0 to 10. Neighborhood test. Number 2, the news reaction. What happens when you hear a breaking story? Are you like, oh no, I'm worried? Or are you, number 10, yeah man, let's go. Yippee. The dinner table. Is your dinner table a nice, easy, smooth relationships? Is that what you wish you had? That would be a 0. If you, on the other hand, like all that volatility, like the, what do they call it? Bravado, all of that, yippee, I'm so great stuff, that's a 10. And let me check my own comment in here because I am sharing my opinion and I'm sorry, I'm trying not to. But I am not a fan of all the bravado stuff. And if you knew me, I think this gets back to the question of respect for me. Okay, I'm off topic, I'm sorry. Number 4, your inner voice, your private. What are you really, is this really, are you afraid? Are you with me on this one and you want to talk to me? Hope so. Back to the Future. Think back, 2016. Are you really happy with what's happened? That would be a 10. And if you're not so sure, that's a maybe. But then how about jumping to the future, 2036? Again, is this all, we're good to go? Or are you concerned and we got to talk? And the last one is about the midterms coming up in November because yes, this is something we have to talk about and we have to get to a decision. 0, oh no, there might be violence. Or, yeah, MAGA forever. In fact, JD's going to be the next president. I love MAGA forever. Number 10. If you are interested in talking with me to going to the next side, that would be cool. If not, that's okay. I'm all right with this because I know it's going to take time for you to kind of work through these things. Okay? I'm here. I want to talk about it in a balanced, safe way because that's what the Nobel Institute told me to do. Okay. Coming over on this side now. And again, I can't really see myself. Let me see what I'm doing. Let's see. Can I skip this one up a little bit? Let me come in on this one. All right. This one I'm going to hold for a minute. I want to see the comments. Somebody says, then you be. Then I be what? Okay. So this is the argument 101. Okay. I broke out my textbook. I went back to the ultimate beginning of civilization 2,000 years ago. The Greeks put this one together. Very simple, very fact-driven foundation. Okay. And I can't hold it. Let me get it set up. Can I? Can I? Okay, let's see if I can hold it here. Okay. I am asking you to consider the issue. Is the president betraying you and everyone? And I'll say everyone because it's, I believe, impacting the legal system and that we want to live together in peace, and that is through the legal system of due process and the First Amendment. So I'm exercising my First Amendment. Here we go. The issue, and this is very traditional, I can't hold this still, very traditional rhetoric, okay? The occasion, so I'm asking you to consider this issue. Is the president betraying you and everyone? I want to take the occasion to explore the topic of an event that is happening in our lives. This is a fact-based discussion about the military actions in Iran. And is it a war? We can't agree on that part, but you can fact the military is having an action in Iran. That is a fact. Facts are things that can be proven as true, unlike opinions, which is where this fake news comes from. That's a bunch of opinions, not facts. I only want to talk about facts right now. Okay, the nature of this military action in Iran is, number one, money. The costs of the action is about $1 billion a day. It is impacting the global economy. Prices are up, directly related to this military action in the Strait of Hormuz. Costs is a fact. Number two, the second fact on this is unauthorized use of the military. The Constitution says that the president must get authorization from Congress, which means the people, which has not happened. And because this is a global economy and the global legal system, potentially these are war crimes. So we could potentially be committing war crimes by killing school children in Iran. Those are facts. So what are you going to do about it? This gets to the quality of the results. I'm just asking you to consider these things. Number one, broken promises. In a betrayal, someone has promised you something and then they break their word. So broken promises, no more wars, much less it being illegal. Another broken promise about rising prices and job losses. Wasn't he gonna like fix the economy that was supposed to be so horrible? Because frankly, it used to be better. That is a fact. The gas was cheaper. A fact. And the last fact in this one is this vengeance and wrath and morals. He texted, that is a fact. He is arguing with the Pope. That is a fact. And so I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm on the side of the Pope. We have to work together. We have to respect each other. We have to tell the truth because that's the only way you're going to have any honor and any reputation. So in this classical argument, proposing the action, my book is free on Amazon Friday and Saturday this weekend. Go get my book. It's free on Amazon. It's a draft. It's an experiment. I know that is a work in process. This is an experiment and I have a hypothesis. So I'm testing it. I need feedback. I want to talk about this. I'm inviting everyone to subscribe. Where am I? Subscribe, comment, and consider. You can decide this later. Decide it in private with yourself. Go talk to your soul. And then let's invite our MAGA family and friends because we have to figure this out. And then invite everybody you know because we really have to figure this out. So I'm offering respect and truth 100%. I should say 1,000%. I give it, I put it up. I'm respecting people right here on my channel. I want to figure this out. Please respect me and let's talk about this, okay? Because that's the only way we're going to figure it out. My MAGA Compass is soon to be released. You'll see ads for it. This is what I'm going with because it's a direction that people have to figure out which way they want to go. And then it's the instructions to how to get there. And the instructions are thousands of years old, proven, recognized, and the way to go. So let's stop fighting about all of this and get it together because we're better than this. And this is this point. Let me just bring this one back here. Switch this back around to me. Okay, I'm going to bring this back and let's get me back to I've been talking enough. Okay, summarizing. Head teacher has to summarize. Okay, summarizing. I have a very unique way of figuring out situations and problems and making them better. And it's a few things that is really easy to follow and figure out. The book is going to be free this weekend on Amazon because I need feedback. I want people to talk about my book, actually read it, and come talk to me about it because we have to figure this out. Okay? Okay. Go to betrayedbytrump.org. You will see there's a sample in my book. There's questions about it. The MAGA Compass will be there hopefully this afternoon. I am genuinely figuring out these problems. And I have to genuinely apologize because I made a mistake. I shunned people 10 years ago. I was trained in bullying to shut it down. In the whole, we're not doing it, shutting it down. And that was how teachers handle bullying. And I've now learned and realized and gone through that to say that wasn't the right thing to do. I was wrong. I was wrong. And so I have broken family relationships that I'm trying to fix. Okay. And I wrote this for my Aunt Nancy because I don't think she really believes all these things that he's doing. And so, yeah, this is for my Aunt Nancy to kind of say, I'm sorry. And can we agree on respect and truth? And can we get back to figuring out where we broke apart? And you have to go topic by topic, and you have to listen, and you have to really respect each other. And that's going to be hard. It's going to be messy. I know it's going to be messy. It's going to be crying. I'm trying not to cry now. Okay. We have to figure this out. Okay. Betrayedbytrump.org.